on 9 sheets of 1/2 inch birch plywood, I will paint in acrylic a photoreal waterscape approximately 10 feet by 18 feet. This painting will then be cut into a jigsaw puzzle of 522 pieces. At the beginning of the first day of Art Prize, the work will lay on the floor fully assembled. We would then have the public begin to disassemble the puzzle. Beginning at the upper right corner and following a line parallel to the line of the waves in the water, we would continue, enlisting the viewers to execute the disassembly. Once 1/3 of the puzzle has been disassembled, we will begin to reassemble, again beginning at the upper right corner. This process of assembly and disassembly will continue through the duration of Art Prize, each participant putting one piece in and taking one piece out, finally fully reassembling the last day. As this activity goes on, a camera placed directly overhead will record each day's activity. On the second day, the recording of the first day's activity will be edited to a 10-minute time lapse and projected in a loop on an adjacent wall. Each day the previous day's activity will be added, keeping the loop at 10 minutes and causing the time lapse to run a little faster each day, until the final day when the movement across the picture plane is approximately equal to the natural speed of waves on water. To understand the piece that would go up in the museum, you first have to understand what it connects to. The puzzle project is a work of art that can be added onto, can grow indefinitely. As it grows, pieces and groups of pieces are separated and treated as individual works of art. Technically, this is achieved by devising a way that I can fuse plywood together edge to edge, creating a theoretically infinite-sized surface. The work basically takes on the form of a large jigsaw puzzle. Some of the pieces look like traditional jigsaw puzzle pieces. You would recognize them as such, but many of the pieces are not recognizable as jigsaw puzzle pieces, but they still fit together and are part of the whole. Now, as all these pieces are being created, they're being sold off. They go all over the country. So the puzzle itself is never actually assembled. Parts of it are put together here and there, but there is a composite image that exists virtually, electronically. And ultimately, this composite image is the most important thing as far as the objective, the object. It's what shows how all these groups, how all these pieces fit together. It's the context creator. It shows how everything comes together and how everything is connected. While showing my work at Art Prize in 2013, I made a couple of observations that were critical in the development of this year's proposal. One, the difficulty of conveying ideas and concepts to moving crowds. Since my intent is to balance the ideas behind the work with the object, the pieces themselves, they are equally important. Perceiving the concepts is critical to fully appreciating the work. And two, I realized how much more people's minds were engaged when they actually could touch the work. I had a few loose pieces that people could hold and see how they were made. Almost always they wanted to fit them in. It seems like a way to let a wider audience into the world of art as ideas as opposed to the world of art as the skills of the technician. You know, traditionally, we're judged by our technical skills. That's how the public tends to judge us. And so, hopefully, using a simple image and making an artwork out of it, it's a way to let a wider audience into that world.